MotoGP returns. After a staggering 3 weeks away, we make our way to the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, Austria. Welcome to what is going to be a fantastic weekend of action for round 13 of this year's World Championship. Green light and away we go for the first practice session of the weekend. 45 minutes ahead of us for the riders to get used to the bikes and everything that has changed over the past few weeks. We are in for a fantastic session. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box then. Here we go, time to get going. And it looks like our system's going to need a slight change around. Looks like they've been made slightly bigger, so we'll update our timing graphics shortly. But here we go. The riders are head out onto the circuit and we'll see everything in full motion. This is going to be a very interesting weekend. Let's check in quickly with TNT.
Stands for electronic control unit, and that controls the traction control, the engine brake strategy and so on. And now they've got this slide control. So the slide control is slightly different. It allows teams to control the torque delivery. So basically the power applied to that rear wheel in the acceleration phases, and gives them basically another tool to control the acceleration of those super powerful bikes. I mean, essentially with MotoGP, you've got way too much power, very little grip and contact patch for the power and the torque available, and you've got to make the bike efficient. The efficiency is what matters. Ducati is king at this, and that new tool could, allow the other manufacturers to catch up. So it's a good opportunity for all the manufacturers and all the teams to try and improve the traction.
And I suppose the idea of it is to capture high side, but could it also change or improve the life of the rear tyre? Yeah, it definitely could do that. You've got to, if you look at it really, like someone just explained about the ECU, what all the teams have got to play with is relatively basic. It's not massively advanced, and that's the way it's been for quite a few years, and everyone's got to work within those parameters. All this is essentially doing is just giving them a little bit more to play with. For example, in World Superbikes, they've got greater electronics than they've got here, because it's open there. So and if you looked at the Suzuka 8-hour bikes, for example, they're way more advanced than on the electronic side than here. So all essentially it is, it's just giving it another tool. And it's so funny, the talk in the paddock is, oh, this is going to help every other manufacturer. It's not. It's no different. It's because everyone's got the same tools to play with. If anything, if it's something new, probably Ducati will get to grips with how to get the most out of it quicker, because they've got more bikes and faster riders on them. So it's not going to change anything. You don't feel like it's a game changer? Not at all, no. But can I just play devil's advocate then? Absolutely. And just say, if Ducati has a wider window of rideability, let's say, with the rear of the bike, and the Aprilia is more snatchy, KTM more snatchy, could it improve? Could they get more improvement out of this situation than Ducati don't seem to really need it?
Yeah, it could. This is what I was trying to explain early on. I mean, we've got, if we take every manufacturer, you got the Yamaha that is struggling when they start to lack rear grip. I mean, we've seen Fabio Quartararo putting some stunning qualifying laps, but then he can't sustain the pace in the race because the rear grip drops, and then he loses paces, lose the acceleration out the corners, and becomes vulnerable against the big powerful V4. So maybe for Yamaha this could be a way to control a bit better the tire wear, to work the tire a little bit differently. You've got to remember, like Neil said, and he's very right about this, in MotoGP, because of the single ECU and the strategies that they are allowed to run, the electronics is very much in the right hand of the rider. The rider has to control a lot what he's doing, not to create the rear spin, to try and gain that traction, and that's basically running out of room. We know, well, notoriously the Aprilia in Austria has been struggling in the past, with stopping and engine brake strategies. So we'll see here, because we're coming out, of a few tracks that are nice and flowing, in Brno, in Germany is very specific, Sachsenring, but Netherlands in Assen and Mugello, Aragon. So the Aprilia's been doing well, but you know, we've been on favorable tracks. Now we're going to stop and go track like here in Austria, like in Balaton next week. You know, so we'll see how Aprilia is going there.
I can hear Sylvain Guintoli in the back of the box, and I just want to say from everybody here at JB Motorsports, my thoughts are with him and his wonderful family over the tragic passing of their son a few weeks ago as well. Sylvain, a miracle you're here in the commentary box for TNT, and hopefully you have a wonderful weekend, my friend. Coming back up to the comms box, though, here on JB Motorsports, Megan Birch has joined us here as well. Megan, welcome. You've been waiting for this to come back after the Czech Republic Grand Prix, and here we are. MotoGP is back, and we have a itsy-bitsy anti-wheelie slip machine coming in as well. The Control Electronics anti-slip device is here. So basically, it's a computer system that will stop the rear of the bike sliding out and try, hopefully, to prevent those nasty high sides we keep seeing.
What's the bet it'll cause more?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Also, I woke up today with terrible back pain, and do you know how yesterday I woke up and the spider was dead in my bed? Well, do you know what happened after you went to sleep and it was like
Another
half
spider?
one? Two
spiders in the bed.
Well, technically, I also saw one in the bathroom. But do you want to know how big this one was?
Yeah, go on. Okay, yeah, that was quite large. Hopefully we've reset the timing screen data for you. There was a little issue with it being, of course, a couple of weeks. They've changed a couple of things and the sizing around. So hopefully that works for you. And hopefully you enjoy the clearer graphics. People were complaining that they couldn't see the session name quickly enough, or if it's green or red flag. So we've redone the top of the timing tower for you, and hopefully I can read as well a bit more of the blog, and I hope you like it as we get out there on the circuit. Here's Jorge Martin then, fresh off a good finish in the Brno Czech Grand Prix, and now he's back. He says fully recovered. He's staying with Aprilia for next season, and now basically he comes to a circuit where you crash, you're injured. Not great,
yeah, but he did take his first win here.
Yes, he did.
Back in 2021.
So it's sort of all good and bad, isn't it?
Last time out, he seemed to be doing quite well. And given he's had a few weeks to kind of like improve even more with how...
Catch back, yeah.
I think he'll do well here. Hell, we might even get a podium.
Might do, yeah. That's a bit more likely, I'd say, to get a podium, isn't it, out of that situation as well. Just a quick reminder, only 21 riders in this field for this event as well as they come into it. Track temperature is at 34 degrees, air temperature 24, wind at 3 kilometres as well.
Who's
the Austrian
out?
Grand Prix.
Who's not doing it?
Well, Alicia Spargo is going to be running this week. Well, he was supposed to be running this weekend. I can't see if he's out there on the circuit right now. I'm having a look for his number. I can't see him. Because Somkat Chantra is...
Oh, is he still?
He's still injured, not racing this weekend.
Well, that's not good.
Marc Marquez is up to 8th place at the moment and looking quite strong as he comes into Rinse, then into Red Bull Mobile, the last corner on the circuit. Pull the throttle back, straighten up the bike. Don't forget, they get less exit out of turn 10 than the Formula 1 cars do. And Mark's got up to a 129.998 as well. And Alex has immediately gone faster as well, 129.788 on the board.
You know, I somehow knew that he wouldn't be back.
Yeah.
I reckon next week, though, he'll come back.
He's out for the next 2-3 races.
2-3 races?
Yeah.
What exactly happened again?
Just broken his thing. Just a fractured.
Must have been quite a bad one then, if he's out for so long.
Yeah, chance to set out Austria and Hungary, Aleix to race at Balaton. So there is no second HRC bike this weekend, but he sustained a ligament injury in his right knee while training after the Dutch Grand Prix. Underweight surgery and has since been working hard on his recovery with the goal of returning as well, but not this weekend. On Wednesday morning for the start of the Grand Prix, MotoGP Medical Director Angel Chadze, together with knee specialist at University Dexter's Hospital in Barcelona, carried out medical evaluation and concluded that Chantra is not yet able to return. He will miss both the Austrian and Hungarian Grand Prix as well. And can I just point out quickly as well, Well done to MotoGP for making the most logical choice for 2 races to be back-to-back in history. Austria, then Hungary.
Yeah, to be honest, all they have to do is... Probably they could even take a train journey.
Yeah. Quite a lot of people are actually taking trains to the 2 races.
Honestly, it's the perfect race to have back-to-back because there used to be one country.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's perfect. All you have to do is cross the border.
I don't know why they haven't done it in Formula 1 yet.
Yeah, it's quite stupid.
You're talking about regionalising the calendars, and you put, like, it used to be British Grand Prix, French Grand Prix, German Grand Prix. So now we have to go all the way over to Miami, then 3-week gap for Canada, claiming it's all due to do with it, but you don't put Austria and Hungary back to back.
Also, it would save them a lot of stick that they get for the
Yes.
amount of, like, air fuel.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's the type of fuel they use in airplanes?
I don't know, actually. Jet fuel, I'm just going to say.
Yeah, let's go with jet fuel. And most of them do take jets as well. So they'd save a lot of stick that they get if they just had the countries that are next to each other back to back.
You hate this place, though.
Only because I do it so often. And sometimes I think back when we had 8 races in a year, I saw it in a nightmare once.
Yeah, it's a long race here. We used to have 2 MotoGP, 2 Formula 1, and then at that point Megan was also on the supports. So everything doubled up that year to do 4. Then it became 8 races as well.
So that like 5 years ago.
Yes, no, 2021. So 4. That was the last time we doubled up on both of the events.
Because I left that year. I could do it because I'd left early because that was when I left secondary and was going to college. So I left school early and then went to college later.
I actually quite like the new timing top tower as well. Formula 2 and Formula 3 have changed as well. They've got a new update coming in. The only reason we've done it is because it's mid-season and it's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Second half of the year, just a quick changeover to come in. And yeah, fingers crossed, it's all going to look good. I'm hearing a bit of an echo. I don't know if that's coming from you. It's coming from that. There we go.
I'm hearing the echo as well.
Yeah. I could hear the echo, but it's coming from our speaker system in the commentary box because when we're presenting with the handheld mics, we don't have earpiece in, so it's just like hello, hello, hello. And by the way, yes, this is a microphone. It may not look it, but basically our old handheld mics, we've discovered if you put those in, it becomes like a waterproof shield.
And it gives you more
Grip.
grip and space to actually hold
For
it.
instance, there's our normal microphone that you'll see me hosting on the Sunday. If you pop that in, it becomes a nice little thing.
Also, it stops Dad from turning it off accidentally.
That too. But yeah, it just becomes a nice little waterproof thing that you can hold and have a bit more grip to. But we originally, because these came from a washing line. Yeah, so I thought, oh, well, that's great. That'll work. But we've got a smaller, bigger one that we're going to cut a hole into.
Why does
And
it
basically, when
fit
we're
so
trackside, we'll have it attached to our belts, and basically, we just put our microphones in there.
Why does it fit so well as well? It's like I can hear a click connecting it
Right.
as well. But
I know. So basically, when we're trackside, instead of having to hold the mic all the time, we can just pop it into there, and there we go. And it'll be attached to our belts. And if we need it, we can pick it up and start talking.
it's quite handy.
Yeah. Well, I know. That's why we've done it. But yeah, this is my favourite because it's the perfect size. So it actually makes it look like you're holding a bigger microphone, but it's just stopping a bit of problems. Right, turn 1. What's going on down here? This is Alex Rins into the braking
On
zone.
the white line.
Oh no, it's Quattararo, sorry. Just going straight on and taking the long lap loop penalty. And having a little bit of a guide down to there as well.
That's going to be problematic.
30 minutes to go in the first session. Let us know in the YouTube chat. We're live on JBMotorsports 2 and on Twitch. We're premiering these sessions now. Back again on YouTube. We've managed to catch up with all the missing MotoGP and Moto3 and Moto2 and Moto E. That was missing from the first channel. And everything's now available in the YouTube. And then we're going to go through over the next few days and rename them and get them all right. But there's Bagnaia, 129, 686.
I woke up with the worst back pain.
You did mention it.
It's like, it's right here, and I think I slept wrong. And the thing is, that is where all my back problems are. So it's like, it's made it worse.
Hello, Plug, and hello to Michael as well. This evening, Meg and JB. Good evening to you. Good evening.
I swear, if I see one more spider in the next 24 hours, I'm going to scream. And there's not one in here right now, as far as I can say.
Dead one.
I already know about that one.
well, the box has been cleaned up soon. It's not going to be good news.
But honestly, I think I've seen like 8. It's got like a problem, and then my friend texted me saying that I jinxed her because she saw like 2 in her house.
Whoa, what the hell's happened to that? Right, do you see what I mean about how they've changed their systems and haven't told anybody?
Yeah, they do that a lot. I feel like they change it like twice a year.
I feel like they've moved something and forgot to tell people.
Probably have.
Look, I mean, look at that. Look at the gap.
Bindigo.
Like, where's that gap come from? Have they removed something and not told us?
Hold on, let me look.
Oh, I know what they've done. They've fixed the gap previous stuff and all that lot. They've just tidied it up.
It's like a partition.
Yeah, well, we'll sort that soon. Jack did well at the Suzuka 8 Hour. Yeah, you might not have seen this, Megan, but Jack Miller's bike flew into the stands, into the catch fencing in the Suzuka 8 Hours.
Was he on it?
No, he got off it, but it did
probably
fly.
one of the only riders who actually let go of a bike. If that was Acosta flying into that thing, he would have just held on.
He did sort of have to. God, it's warm, isn't it?
Not particularly for me. Then again, I don't tend to feel the warmth.
So that's why you're like, oh, what a shame we're not on that. That is a great track.
That is a great track.
And it's like, well, it's a shame we're not using that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, because it's close. You know, it's close to Budapest, so you get a lot of people. And I mean, I think Balaton is a summer place, isn't it, where people go on holiday. So I think, you know, it could be well attended. But there's a little bit of an issue here actually this weekend.
Let's check in with Susie.
And because we've just Brno, a lot of people obviously love that track. We haven't been there for a while, so they've travelled to Brno. And as we came in this morning, Sylvan, it was quite quiet.
It looks more quiet than the previous years, definitely. And because we've got Balaton next weekend.
They're all close circuits, so, you know, you're kind of really breking into your
There was probably
market.
a lot of Hungarians that were coming here to watch it. So, yeah, it looks a bit more quiet around here for Friday anyway, so we'll see how it goes this weekend. But, yeah, I mean, if you're going to have loads of races like that, sort of...
And then you're in the situation, you know, if we just get into Liberty for a moment, of saying, well, OK, so have you got a limited audience and it's now split between 3 races, or anyone that can afford to go to more than one race, fine. There's an element of having to grow the audience for this sport, isn't there? And tap into new markets in the same way that Formula One has done. Because 10 years ago, Formula One was a dying breed for fans. It was a dad sport, and there wasn't a young element to it. And now, you know, when you look at the crowds, loads of young girls, there's a boy band kind of, you know, feeling about it. And you can see here that could be created as well with the riders that we have and the characters that we have. The audience needs to be expanded and bring in a younger audience, so it continues. Because at the moment, it feels like we're limited.
I do think that will happen.
Well, they are promoters, so...
Yeah, it's what they do.
They do it really well.
I mean, the stories here...
Megan, I thought you were laughing there. It might be someone coughing in the back of the box.
Oh, I'm playing solitaire while they were on.
Look, well, there's Miguel Oliveira, his first victory here back in 2020. Let's just talk about this for a second, actually, the Liberty Media effect, because they have, for better or for worse, popularised Formula One. I mean...
I think it was already popular.
That's
it
only
wasn't
because of
this
us. Yeah, but as we take a look back to the 2020 Styrian Grand Prix, this fantastic battle where Oliveira slipped through on the inside of Polo Spargro, taking the checker flag to win in what was an amazing race back in the Styrian Grand Prix here in 2020, not the Austrian Grand Prix. There's Kit Bender watching on. But honestly, it was just an amazing couple of races we had here. Those 4 that we had, you know, 2 Austria, 2 Styria. We had bikes flying up in the air with everything, then we had more action.
Honestly,
Brilliant.
I actually drove those races to Noemi because that's how I got her into liking F1, by the
those would
comedy
probably
and the
help,
crashes.
Yeah. Those would probably help indeed, yeah.
Because it shows like the excitement and it's like shock value. I think that's what gets people into the sport a lot more.
But Formula One now, I was in Asda's yesterday, as we see Casey Stone that's in the back of the couch, and I saw a young woman wearing an Oscar Piastri top.
Please tell me you didn't have his face on it, right?
No, just
Thank
it was
goodness.
McLaren at the front, and then Piastri in 81.
Oh,
Giant 81.
that's nice.
But it is nice, isn't it? And it's a bit bizarre.
I feel like I'm shocked every single time, like, I see someone wearing that out in public. I'm
I know.
just like, you're a fan of F1?
It doesn't make sense, does it? Brain does not compute.
Because for so many years, like, for example, when I was in secondary, when I was younger, I mean, obviously, I know I had one friend, Neve, who I knew for a fact was into F1 because she always had been. And she still goes to things like that. She actually went to, I can't remember, Silverstone. She went to Silverstone as like a photographer, I think.
Yeah, you mentioned, yes, yeah.
And I remember doing my, like a speech in year 9 about like F1, like its history. And I had so many questions afterwards that I filled from question time. I still had more people to get through.
The fact is that you know a lot about Formula One. What was the question?
I can't remember now. It was
So
so
long
long ago.
You should have done MotoGP. That would have filled the room.
I think it was about like what happened in the sport and like who. I think one of the questions was who's the current world champion. I'm just like, at that time it was
Hamilton,
Lewis.
yeah,
I was
Lewis.
like Lewis.
Just a confusing prospect, isn't it, really, to come into it? By the way, in case you haven't noticed, we're in HD now. People asked for it. You've got it. HD coverage.
Woohoo!
Yes. Haha.
You're happy about it.
Very happy. Very, very happy.
22 and a half minutes left of the session. Who's that setting a... That's Marc Marquez setting a red sector 1 and 2. The only one actually on a fast lap, I think, because I think the rest of them have started on a kind of like medium fast lap and then decided, oh, I'm just going to save my tyres and just slow up.
Got a new first sector, Max. He's got a soft front tyre of 3 laps, 10 lap on medium rear tyre.
Alex has had his lap time deleted.
Well, second fastest. I wonder if he's gone off the track somewhere then.
Probably.
Mark's looking mega.
He is. Oh, good to think. I think Alex might have gone off at like the either turn 4 or turn 1, and a shortcut for 33. So that's Binder, right?
Yeah. Let's take a look over the line then for Marc Marquez, and it is 1:29.376. He goes fastest over the board as well. 3/10 up.
I'm surprised he got into the 129 so quickly.
Master Killer Lukey says, and of course Marc Marquez is on top. Surprise. Mike says, thanks for HD easy to read. Rossi's here.
Was it biked it?
No, when you're trackside now, you have to wear those. It's safety procedures.
He's
And
wearing
he probably
two.
is. He's wearing a cap. Presumably, he's also on a scooter as well. But you know, when you're in the pit lane, you have to wear those in bikes now.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, well, I'm not looking forward to when I'm
Why the
covering a bike race next year trackside and I have to wear it.
Why the helicopter parenting? Adults.
There was some injury a couple of years ago, and then everyone started that to win. I think it was back in 2018.
Did someone drop something from above? Maybe stop dropping things from above.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes, so if people are wondering why the top graphic has changed and all that, it's because we have moved to HD coverage now, and the text was not readable for the old MotoGP and the hashtag of the event. So we've titivated our graphic systems in order to make it look better and smoothed it all out. And you asked, you shall receive HD coverage. Wouldn't have been possible actually if it wasn't for the fact that JT got a new computer and found out that you're allowed to change the systems, because all our base canvases were set on the 1280 720p. But now they're all set to maximum HD output.
Woohoo!
And
we have better Wi-Fi now, so it can
better
handle it.
Wi-Fi, it can handle it better. No buffering, and it's worked really well, hasn't it? In fact, our computer now, it's not dropping any frames, it's been super, and it's doing the recording as well.
Costa's just had a shortcut again.
Big fan of Mark Marquez, says Master. Yes, I agree. I am too. You've got to respect Mark.
Turn 9's causing problems.
6-time MotoGP Premier Class champion, 8-time world champion.
Oliveira's just had his lap time deleted as well. They're all going off everywhere.
It's weird that Mark's going to be a 7-time Premier Class. Oh, that's Jack Miller.
Oh.
Going off through the F1 layout, of course.
Wrong spot!
Yeah, here in Austria after their accident a couple of years ago, which Miller was involved in, you've got the Formula 1 layout, which is the normal run-up towards Remus at turn 3. But for MotoGP, you've got the chicane. It's one of our favourites. It doesn't even need a name. It's the 2A or 2B chicane.
Shakespeare.
So it's the 2B or not to be chicane. But that is the question. How do you say? Do you remember that wonderful British comedy? If you want to have British comedy, by the way, all the actors and then actors who want to play. Is it Hamlet?
Yeah.
Yeah. They all go to be or not to be. That is the question. It's how do you put the emphasis on?
That.
Yeah, it's
To
not,
be or not to be, that is the question. I've seen it too.
yeah. Although I love what now King Charles did as well. As by the way, Quadraro went straight off in the gravel down at Suchless Gold at turn 4. Yeah, basically it was to be or not to be. That is the question. It is.
Yeah. I mean, even in the book,
or is it? As you say, that is the question.
I think whatever it is, it's in italics.
Yeah.
I have the book upstairs.
You put the emphasis on the italics.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of Shakespeare. Down to the braking zone, we've got 3 riders side by side, 2 of the Aprilias, so that's going to be Marco Bezzecchi and Jorge Martin. Pecco Bagnaia is sandwiched between them as they come up towards turn 3, and Martin's gone straight on. He gets out of the way as well for one of the Yamahas going through. I couldn't quite tell who that was. I think it's Alex Rins judging by it.
I'm not liking the gap Bagnaia has right now.
It is, yeah.
So
Oh, 666 behind, yeah.
maybe change it to 667.
Is that Alex Rins or is that... No, Rins in the pit lane, so who is it? We can't tell. Still, we need a rider tracker. We really need a rider tracker to come
Wait,
through.
it'll be Quattararo.
Yes. It's hard to tell from that little blob of dot we've got coming through.
I usually try and tell the difference by who's in the pit lane, but sometimes that doesn't work. And that's Bezzecchi getting a
I always think for some
track
bizarre reason that the cameras of MotoGP just aren't up to it yet.
Yeah, they're not
We never have this
defined.
problem. We never have this problem in Formula 1, do we?
No.
You see the bike shaking.
Yeah.
That's good quality. But yeah, I feel like we've only got HD cameras and not the 4K for MotoGP.
I think I found Aleix.
He's not here this weekend.
Oh, he's 49 then. No, because Aleix is 41.
That's Fabio in there, up there, in 11th place in the 49. Still looking good though. Running in 11th.
What?
Yeah, I've just been
Sometimes
thinking
I
in my
think
ear.
it's
Yeah, they've MotoGP have redone the timing towers and they've shrunk them to make them all better.
Oh, this is what happened to Alex earlier on.
You were wondering what was going on, so he's taking the long lap penalty loop down turn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the 2A and 2B chicane.
Yes.
In my opinion, it's spoiled the racing.
It does seem complex. Oh. I just heard something from inside, and I'm pretty sure it was why is it broke? that makes me worried.
Let's have a look then. Maybe a 9-time world champion, yeah. It's going to be fantastic for Mark.
I can't wait for the 10th.
Travis says... Hello to Travis, says, hi JB and Megan. Haven't watched MotoGP in years. Well, welcome to you. You're going to love it. Honestly, this weekend's fantastic. 'Tis this dagger I see before me, says Michael. That's funny. I like that. It's a Shakespeare morning.
I should go
Does
get
Mother
my
know one uses her drapes?
one where?
Or one with her drapes, whatever.
Tony Stark. I feel like I was grabbing my Hamlet book because I had it.
I love the Judi Dench sonnet that she does.
Gotta love Shakespeare. Some of it's questionable, but most of it's iconic.
Mark has never won here in Austria. No, he has not. He's come close a couple of times before, and this year, finally, he's on a Ducati. All those years where it was Dovizioso, then Lorenzo, 3 years running.
It's like, my turn.
I know, they literally pipped him. Mark leads out the last corner, but the Ducati grunt just sails past the Honda.
I can
and
just
takes
imagine.
it.
I can just imagine them just on the bikes, like.
At one point, it was that. Mark forced Dobby towards the wall one year. But honestly, it was nuts. And now Mark comes here for the first time on a factory Ducati, and he is going to win.
My turn. That's what he's thinking.
Outright damn spot as well coming through. Out damn spot. More coming through. I had to reread that.
I cannot say the name of that thing. Do not say it on air. No. I'm pretty sure I know what it's from, and just in case it's from that, I can't actually say what play that's from because of luck. Don't. Seriously.
I thought that's only in theatre.
It's any production thing, Josh.
Oh, well, yeah, we're not saying that. Are you sure?
Very sure. I was in the theatre watching that, and then on the way back, my bus crashed into do you know one of those light things?
Yeah.
It crashed into one of those.
Really?
Yes.
You in a bus crash?
Yes.
I don't remember this.
Well, it happened. We had to stop for like half an hour.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that because you got back at like 1:30 in the morning. It was awful.
Yeah.
You were allowed not to come in the next day in the morning. I remember that.
Because we were all just so tired.
It's quite unusual, though, really.
Yeah, of all the plays as well. I was like, it couldn't have been As You Like It.
Yes. Well, the play's the thing.
As You Like It? Well, I don't. I love that My Family Life.
Colorado goes into Red Bull Mobile, up to the line. He's 5.5 tenths down on a hard front, medium rear tyre.
Oh, British comedy. If you want to watch something, that's definitely one to watch.
We're sort of, I think, into the point of the session now when this is not going to improve anybody.
Yeah, no one is going to.
It's getting very warm in this box. Small mistake from Mark. Want to return all asphalt there, no lasting consequences. Okay.
Am I cold?
You're warm.
I feel cold. You feel cold.
I'm feeling hot.
Typical body reactions. What you feel inside is not what you present outside. That's why when people feel cold and clammy when they are ill, they're burning up on the inside. Which is why I don't understand why some people take temperature by putting their hand on their head. It's like, you're fine. It's like, of course they feel fine. They're burning up on the inside.
Yeah. Get the thermometer.
It's like, oh, you feel fine. Well, I'm not fine.
Vinales back out on track now to 19th ahead of Oliver and wins, according to our blog from Crash.
That's why thermometers exist. Imagine if that's how a doctor took your temperature. Oh, you're fine. Doctor, if the temperature is like 38. I think that's actually the correct temperature. 38.7 random temperature. It's like, oh, they're fine. They feel really cold.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. No worries at all.
Hold on, I'm going to look at what's the internal temperature.
What's this? McDonald's, Elizabeth, first 3 letters and the last 4 letters. Yes. Wasn't there a McDonald in the show? Or is it Macduff?
Macduff.
Macduff. I can't remember what I've always wanted to see on The Tempest I've always wanted to see. That'd be quite good.
Oh, that is a great book.
10 minutes to go here in the first practice session for MotoGP and the weekend of the Austrian Grand Prix.
I was close. It's 37, which is the body temperature inside that it has to
I see.
be. I knew it was around that area. A fever is generally considered a temperature above 37.5 or 38. This is Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit. Because I don't understand Fahrenheit. Hypothermia is when body temperature drops below 35, apparently. I feel like before my body temperature has definitely been under 35 before.
Yeah, so I'm just replying.
Biology's so interesting.
Getting very hot in this commentary box. I wonder if that's them stood up.
Probably.
Give me my chair back then.
I have back problems.
Such a Dalek. I need one of those fans you attach to the belt and blows up like nice cool air. I don't know why I haven't bought one.
I don't know. It seems a very you thing to do. I remember a few years ago when we had that intense heat, you somehow created like a fan cool thing with a bed sheet. So you could just lay down and just have a fan. Just blowing cold air at you constantly.
Yeah,
It was so clever.
You lay inside it and you let the fan blow the air in and then you get cool air inside.
It was so clever.
And it blows up like a balloon.
Yeah. I actually still have a picture on my phone, I think, of that. I'm going to see if I can find it.
46 goats, says Murray. Well, he's here this weekend, Valentino Rossi. The track he almost died at. Literally not kidding. When the bike flew in front of him. And Maverick Vinales, actually. That was so close. Ridiculous. There he is! There's the doctor! Woohoo! Valentino Rossi is here.
Helmetless.
Yes.
Here it is.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think my new one's powerful enough, though.
I think it is if you put it onto a
I don't know
top
why we
temperature.
don't have air conditioning. The little one stuck on the wall. I
Because
know
we're
they
British.
might leak, but let's just buy a little air conditioning unit.
Because we're British.
It's
We just
so
open the window and hope for the best.
And yet, me and Megan can't believe that in a couple of months' time, we're going to have the heater on under the desk.
God.
Yeah, it's weird, though, isn't it? It's like you don't want it to be on.
Yeah.
Also, because me and Megan end up coughing a lot because of it.
Yeah. Or sneezing. I can't believe how far into the year we are.
It's August, middle of August.
It's like, why? How?
In 15 days' time, we'll be in month 9
Ah!
of 12.
Ah.
We're 2/3 of the year through right now. 8 of 12.
Sounds like a Borg designation.
2/3. Yeah, well, lot of motorsports still to come. 10 Formula 1, 9 MotoGP, and the night races start next month. Japan in the end of September. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. This weekend, though, it's quite simple what you've got to look forward to. MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, Moto E, NASCAR Cup and Truck at Richmond, and the British Touring Car Championship are at Knock Hill.
Woohoo!
Moto2, by the way, that race will be live on JBMotorsports 2 with the TNT commentary team. Moto3 and MotoGP, myself, and then Megan will be in. MotoGP.
I'm just remembering the night races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of September. Would you like to know when?
Do you know what? No, I'd rather leave it as a surprise.
26th of September.
Oh, I couldn't have us.
2:45 a.m., 7 a.m., 2:10,
Well, the only good thing about night races is then it's out of the way.
6 a.m. It's 5:45 a.m. for the Japanese Grand Prix.
The only good thing about night races is that it's out of the way and then it doesn't interfere with your races of the days.
Did we stream the Spa 24 hours this year? No, we didn't, because we were very busy with a weekend. That was absolute hell. It was the week after. What was it? It was the week after the Le Mans 24 hour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were trackside.
You were basically stood there.
I was trackside. I was at Alton Park. We were doing the touring cars. So, yeah.
Unfortunately. Right.
And Megan had the Italian Grand Prix.
Right, I'm going to read out where everyone is presently. I mean, it's unlikely to have changed since the last time you read it out.
I haven't read it out yet.
Or do you want to read it?
No, you do.
Right, so currently in first is Marc Marquez with a 1:29.376. Bagnaia is second. He's so far up the order at the minute with a 29.686. Bsky is third. Very usual him nowadays to be up at the top. I mean, he certainly made Aprilia more appealing to Martin. He's on a 1:29.776, and in fourth we have Alex Marquez. Unusual for him to be out of the top three, to be honest. Fifth is Morbidelli, sixth is Mir. Quartararo is seventh, as we get a lap time deletion for Marini. And then Acosta is eighth, another lap time deletion, this time for Iagura? Yeah, it's Iagura. And I think the time screen's just changed, with Morbidelli in fifth, Mir is in sixth, Quartararo is in seventh, Acosta is in eighth, Bastianini is in ninth, Marini is in 10th, Rins is in 11th, D'Antonio is in 12th, unusual for him. Martin is in 13th, Binder is in 14th, Aldeguer is in 15th, Sarko is in 16th, 17th is Ralph Hernandez, Jack Miller is in 18th, 19th Sayagura, and Vinales in 20th. Very unusual, but given he's still recovering from a high side, it's not that unusual in that respect. And Oliveira is in 21st, and obviously there is no 22nd, as we would usually have, because Chantra is still recovering from having broken bones. Or fractures, if you want to be specific.
I was wondering where you go, that one. I'm trying to text and reply quite quickly because it's been half an hour. I got halfway through a message and I had to stop. So, yeah, reply in threes. I wrote one and then to stop. Oh, Mark touches the green now.
Oh, he's definitely going to get his lap time deleted for that one, then. Not that will do anything.
Never does it, really?
Yeah.
Do you have a new monitor up next weekend, by the way?
Oh, it's next weekend.
Well, I cut my guard tomorrow and get it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, shortcut. Oh,
Everybody.
everyone's having problems with it.
There's a couple of shortcuts around this track. Let's take a look then. This is Mark running wide at the exit turn 9 at Rin.
Just overestimates how much space he has.
That's going to be critical come quali. And the last lap of the race when the track limits running. Seems like every time we come here, we're talking about track limits, whether it's MotoGP or Formula 1.
True.
It's just a nightmare.
I mean, Mark went so far over the green, he touched the red.
What does that mean? Double on that penalty then?
Big no-no.
Triple? Simon Greville comes out with a shotgun and blows out one of the tyres?
His father starts lecturing him. Because he's in his pit box today.
He is, yeah. He swaps out between all 3 days. Although his mother, they're rotating at the moment every time she comes.
It's like, okay, flip a coin. Which son do you get?
I think, do you remember, it was Argentina this year where she got presented with a half Factory Ducati, half Grassini top. That was like split down the middle so she could wear.
Lucky she didn't have a third son.
I know.
She had to be wearing a hat.
Who gets the shoes? One shoe each. One red, one blue. To be fair, it's a smart way to do it. I think Michael's dad used to do that. Rolf. He used to wear like one day Ferrari top, Williams cap, and swapped it around.
Have you noticed how in motorsport there's only ever 2 brothers usually?
I feel sorry though most of all for Piastri's mum,
Why?
Nicola.
Oh, because she's got...
3 sons now.
Yeah.
Oscar.
She's collecting them.
Yeah, was it Oscar, Charles, Yuki? Yeah.
I mean, it's just collecting them.
38 seconds to go. It's quite funny though, really, isn't it?
She even had like a picture of Yuki last time out. I think she even had a Yuki shirt on.
I think you just put a sticker on her pass to get in, when you get in.
Mother of 2.
It's great though. Do you know what happens when
More
you forget
F1
your
drivers.
pass in Formula 1?
What?
You get a temporary pass, but your photo isn't on there. It's a Muppet. Muppet character. Muppet because you forgot it. Muppet. I quite like that.
Somebody tells me that was Lando's idea.
know. I think it was Bernie's to call him a Muppet.
Funny.
It started, I think, back in '97. Well, when the electronic gates worked. That's a sound I never enjoy not hearing. The da-da-da. When you log into the paddock. Da-da-da.
I wonder how the sisters of Oscar Piastri feel knowing that now they have more brothers now, and now that technically the field is equalised in brothers.
I think,
Because he has 3 sisters.
I heard one of his sisters on radio a couple of weeks ago saying how he's completely different in person. He's relaxed and chilled. I honestly think Piastri's going to be world champion this year.
Yeah. You can kind of feel like it will happen.
I've never seen Lando in the World Championship mentality. I think the closest he got was the British Grand Prix. That was a dominant day for him.
I think that was mainly because... I'm sorry, but I've got to stop myself from this. Is that coffee written on him?
I think so, yeah. Go fee. Yeah. Coffee. Yes, let's have coffee.
It looks like coffee.
We haven't got any coffee.
I had some this morning.
Oh, you've got your coffee.
I was buying normal coffee today.
Check fact. Go on.
We have hot chocolate.
So
I kind of want one.
it does explain. Have one. It does explain why the timing tower looks a bit different. They've sorted out the top, so it all now makes a bit more sense with it all.
Why do they wait mid-season to do all this stuff?
I don't know. It annoys me so much.
Every year, it's just like, okay, it's mid-season, time to mess up everyone.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and fix it for the centre graphic for when there's no one out on the circuit doing sector towers, because that's now done.
Woohoo!
So I'll fix that. But I'm going to let you go. What do you make of that one?
I thought it was decent for the first session of the weekend. I mean, it certainly has showed that they're going to have problems.
Still massively off the pace of last year's time, though. 1:27.748. Mark doing 1:29.376 as well, so...
A lot of them are off the pace.
Yeah. It's going to be an entertaining one. Okay. Right, Megs, off you go. We'll see you later
can have
on.
the chair back.
Oh, thank you very much. I like that.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right, let's head down then to TNT Sports, as we've still got a session to do, because it's now time to head out for the practice start. Let's head down to Susie Perry alongside Neil Hodgson and Sylvain Guinto.
Everybody between 18 and 20 laps. So yeah, for Alex, let's say the injury should feel a lot better.
3/10 between Marquez and Bagnaia, that's the gap.
Yeah, and that's the dreaded 3/10s that we've seen a lot, but that's been a good session for Bagnaia. And don't get me wrong, he's 3/10s behind his teammate. That doesn't sound ideal, but it's rare you see him.
And it's
second
Friday,
fastest, and a
first
Friday
session.
Yeah,
good signs.
That is rare, isn't it? So.
And how do you feel about, the summer break and social media when you're looking at Instagram and you're seeing all these young riders on yachts and on the holidays just swanning around, looking magnificent? Neil, do you tend to mute them, or do you aspire to getting back into that sort of shape?
I've been doing some crunches in the gym. Yeah. I tell you what, I've never seen so many six packs in my life. Have you?
No.
So there's that. Sort of 50% of me that's super impressed, and the other 50 is like super jealous. I don't know, that sort of sway between.
It's a little bit how the other half live, isn't it?
Yeah, but like I said, I was fortunate enough to have a weekend up in Blackpool. So I
didn't see you just in a pair of skimpy speedos.
No, I'm not.
Blackpool at the pleasure beach.
I'm still in the building phase. I've got 2 months of cutting, and then
the lawn.
And then exactly.
I thought you were permanently bulking.
No, I am bulking. But there was.
When is the cutting gonna happen?
The cutting phase will start soonish. Oh, no, it's not for Indonesia, because that's when we'll all be in the pool together again. So I'll make sure I'm shredded. Is the term.
I think we were all shredded in the pool last time. I seem to remember.
We were definitely shredded.
Anyway, back to your favourite moment of the weekend.
Yes, Sylvain. This is it. So we've got the best riders in the world now, and what they're going to do, they're going to practice starts.
Yeah.
So it's really important.
I love it. I think I wish they would do more like sort of drone views of the starts, you know, like with the drone standing still, just so we could see just how fast the bikes are.
Or we could just have a camera on them and it could show them.
Yeah, but it sort of like, you need a static camera.
It made me laugh, right? So this week I went, I rode a couple of road bikes. I rode a Ducati Street Fighter.
Oh, with Charlie?
With Charlie,
yeah.
and we went to the Cotswolds and it was brilliant. And I laughed out loud because I was riding along and I looked down at the dash, and the dash tells you when you've got on the throttle and when you're braking, and it shows you the lean angle. And I thought, it's funny, that information, because I'm riding this bike and I know exactly when I'm opening the throttle and I'm touching the brake, and I know when I'm leaning. Isn't it funny though? Like, it's like one of those, it's like a tech piece on the bike. It's the ultimate gizmo. And it just made me laugh. I just thought, well, I know I'm leaning to the left because I'm sat on the back and I'm leaning.
Have you got that out of your system?
It was just one of those gizmos that I just thought.
A gizmo too far?
Yeah. Yeah, we can see that P1 is actually a bit dirty. Look how dirty that is. Lots of,
it is actually.
Yeah, it's going to spin up.
Rubber and gets the grip.
They're the Marquez partners.
Most of them are practicing in the sort of like the dirty zone.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea, is it? To try.
No, because if you qualify there and you're on the left side,
yeah,
you'd want to have a feel for it with a track. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
spinning.
Every time, it's like every Friday he ends up where. But again, we've been told it's them just trying to extract as much power out of that Desmos Adichie engine.
I mean, he literally dumped the clutch there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, with the ride eye device, you're going to see Pecco. That's it, he's going to set off now. And yeah, the rear spinning it.
Tell you what,
that's the limit now. The wheelie is not the limit.
There is no feed the clutch out, is there? That is drag steer, just drop it. You might as well not even have a clutch. You might as well just have a button.
Look at that.
On, off. You know, yeah.
So what will they do now to change that?
Well, you can dump the clutch a little bit softer. It did seem like it dropped it really, really aggressively there. And that's what you'd want. You'd want to try and find the limit, try and find that biting point. The first meters are obviously really, really important, but you've got to try not to spin it. So yeah, he's going to have a second go there. The good start, the first start from Mark looked really good. And again, this is part of the safety.
There you go, Silva. You got your drone shot.
What you wanted.
There you go. That's what I wanted.
Now,
I
bet Gav sorted this out.
Just how fast they're going to set off. They're literally like bullets, like absolute missiles.
Don't zoom in too much. Stop. Oh, you missed the point.
Oi. That would have been looking good from a drone shot. Why?
Well, we might get it. We might get a replay from the drone.
Please.
Please replay the drone and move it along. No.
So Mark gets the grit and then he goes. Got the first couple of meters there. Yeah. And they have to do that. So this is all part of like an
elimination, really,
thing,
isn't it? Because
they need to pick the second one a little bit more shy. So he dropped it a little bit softer.
It was smoother there with that.
But it looked a bit slower there. Looked like he's going to need to find now probably something in the middle. And yeah, they have to unlock both front and rear devices when they get to turn one. So they have to brake aggressively and be quite precise. So that's why they get this couple of practice to dial things in. Quite narrow that turn one. You know, you get there, 22 bikes trying to slide into that apex. We normally see quite a bit of drama with people running wide, or a bit of contact as well.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Neil has just shown me. I don't know who sent you that. Is it Steve Daves, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know what Steve's like.
He's put Mark Marquez in a a shirt of my least favourite football team in the world. And it looks awful in it.
It looks well in that.
He looks terrible. It looks like he can't even ride a bike. He wouldn't pass his CBT in that shirt.
Could be worse. He could be in like those like KTM colours.
They're not KTM. We're old gold. Get it right. I'm sorry if you're listening to this at home. Clearly, I'm a Wolves fan with reserved judgment for the season ahead. But let's see how we go.
I thought Wolf was yellow, isn't it?
I thought it was like orange.
It's old gold.
All gold. Right.
Like us. We're all old gold.
How many starts have they had now? Have they had 3?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, they've had 2.
No, this is their 3rd. That's weird.
I think that's the late.
No, I think these are their second ones.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 allowed.
I thought Mark went again.
It was Alex, wasn't it? Yeah, we see quite a bit of that in the turn 1.
Yeah, where they run off the track.
They run off a bit.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room at the apex there. It gets really narrow, and you are sort of, if there's no room for you, you're sort of allowed to run wide, so you can go there and
in turn
penalty
one,
on the
first
exit.
lap.
Yeah.
Got another 5 minutes for the start procedure in the sprint race on the grid. That's new for the second half of this season. So,
we'll have a bit more time to talk about things then, just like it'd be just like Sunday now.
Yes.
Because it was reduced by 5 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Before.
Gives them a bit more time to change if there's, tyres and that kind of thing. They've wanted a few more minutes to be able to decide what they want to do. So that will be, as Sylvain said, the same as the Sunday.
So one thing, track limits is going to play a huge part this weekend around this track. Already, believe it or not, so far, like in the MotoGP session alone, there were 49 track limit warnings.
Did you count them, did you, as they happened?
No, I've just got people on the inside that send me the messages occasionally. There you go.
Yeah, another reason why these sessions are important.
It's Gav's out there counting.
Of course he is.
How annoying must that be? That must be for the officers to monitor all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, stop and go, try easy to run wide,
and there's not a lot of runoff, so they have to make sure it's green, don't they? Because otherwise riders will use it. So it's for the rider's safety. But it gets boring in a race situation where there's people on warnings, especially if it happens early on. I find it quite boring.
Flag to flags being rehearsed, or as Sylvain likes to call them, flag to flags.
Flags.
Which we'll take, won't we? Be great if this man could get a result this weekend, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. One of the certainly superstars of the paddock, real character.
Well, top 10 this morning, and Bastianini as well, again in the top 10 in time. So
yeah, that's good, because he had such a terrible start to this. He couldn't get to grips at all with the bike.
Really suffered. We know Bastianini is really sensitive with the front end, and he's not found it until Renault, and then suddenly the declick happened, and it looks like he's backing it up here, so that's good news.
See what another negative side, because I don't like the practice start, Sylvain. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it. They're all now practicing how they can
running wide.
They're practicing running wide on purpose.
Yeah.
Aren't they? Like what you could see then, Pedro did it, and this man did it as well.
Because you know that if you are mid-grid, you are likely to get squeezed, and you can take that sort of like escape road and gain a bit of an advantage without being penalised.
So in your opinion, is it not good that they can rehearse that then? Because it seems like it's a good idea to be able to.
It is good for the devices.
It's good for certainly good for the front ride-out devices to get them how they can have it to disengage. Actually, it's not an issue into turn 1 because it's heavy braking. But it sort of then, what happens is, this is how a racer's mind works. You sit on the start line and you think, I am going to go really wide round turn 1. And the problem is then, because no one's being penalised because of it, is there's not enough runoff there, so it's quite dangerous if all 22 riders.
Everybody
really
runs a bit quick in because they know they can run
so
wide.
imagine you can carry.
Yeah.
So it's essentially it's like this. Probably a better way to explain it is it's now a first gear corner.
You can let the brake off.
You could probably do it in second. So you're making the corner way faster. But everyone knows no one's ever been penalised on a first lap because it's so sketchy. It's
And you can lose a lot of time if you don't. You know, if you
don't do it. If you stick to the track,
yeah.
it's true, isn't it? You could end up tipping into turn 1 in 3rd place and come
somebody
out
in
in 8th.
your way, and you can't go anywhere. And,
It is one of.
Yep, it really is. Thanks, guys, as well, coming down there. So Marc Marquez, Pecco Bagnaia, Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez, Franco Morbidelli, ahead of Juan Mir, Fabio Quartararo, Jorge Martin, Pedro Costa, Nea Bassini, Luca Marini, Alex Rins, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Brad Binder, Firmino Aguirre, Johan Zarco, Ralph Fernandez, Jack Miller, Ayagura, Maverick Vinales, and Miguel Oliveira. That's your 21 out there as well. Fastest time of 1:29.376 set by Marc Marquez as well. Still miles off the pace we had from last year, the 1:27. That's it then for the first practice. We will be back at 2 o'clock British summer time for all of the action. Check on the JB Motorsports Twitter at JBMotorsportsX and on the YouTube for all of the action for our stream schedule this weekend. From us all here though, hopefully you have a wonderful lunch. We'll see you in a couple of hours for practice.